Lesson 40, abstract fractional equations. Whenever you are in math and you hear the word abstract, run away screaming for your lives.
Wait, we're doing another lesson?
Yeah, we do.
Oddly.
Where have you been?
I thought we
Guys?
were working on the lesson.
First sentence of this lesson says, we have noted that the easiest way to solve fractional equations, there it is again, equation, when you have the equal sign in there. The easiest way to solve fractional equations is to eliminate the denominators as the first step. Remember what I said, if you do not have an equal sign, you cannot eliminate the denominator. You're stuck with a fraction. When you have an equation, that's the only time that you can get rid of the fraction. And it says, eliminate the denominators should be your first step. And they give the example of 4 plus x over 5 plus 7/3 equals 4. All right, in order to eliminate the denominator there, what do we do? I'm sorry?
Find the common
Find the common denominator and
Multiply it. Multiply off the numerator by that.
multiply the entire problem by that, and your denominators will cancel, guaranteed. If they don't, you did it wrong. Because if it's a common denominator, then the number you're multiplying by is a factor of each one of those. So it has to cancel. There's no other thing that can happen. Okay, so let's move on to abstract. That was not abstract. When we move to abstract, we do something very unsettling.
So let's not be talking.
All right, what is the unsettledness of that equation?
You can't
There's all
solve it.
letters.
What's your true number?
There ain't no stinking numbers. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I have
So
one in there.
Ed does not
There's
like
lots of
problems
them.
like this because if there ain't
It's
no
X
numbers, it ain't worth solving. Is what he says.
Yeah, I always said that, like, you know you're in trouble when your math has more letters than numbers.
Yeah. And as you go up, not only do you have more letters, you have more symbols that you have no idea. I mean, later on, you're going to be doing things with this symbol.
What?
Piece of hair.
Well, why don't we just do this?
So, and you'll be using this symbol, and this symbol, and that one.
These Egyptian
That's-
You know, these are actually all Greek letters right here. That's alpha, beta,
So is it gonna be
delta,
spells
or that's delta. What?
Hotel.
Hotel. Yeah, there you go. That's where a lot of them came from, is Greek letters. So, anyway, yeah, you'll be filled with lots of letters. Okay, so not only do I give you that equation, but I'm asking you to solve for x.
Yes.
All that means, guys, all that means is we want all the other letters on one side of the equal sign and the x by itself. So all you do is go x equals a, m, a, c, and you're done. Just move all the letters to one side and leave the x there.
Yeah.
No, that would be nice.
Dude, I
almost
started
wrote
writing
that
that.
down.
It's not even funny.
I wrote it there.
All right.
Because it has to be negative somewhere.
So in order to solve for x, you need to use proper algebraic skills in order to move everything to the right-hand side. But you got to follow the rules to do it. You can't just move them.
Can't we just
Okay.
bend the rules?
We can bend the rules all we want, Michael, and also comes with bending rules comes points off for bending your grade.
Bending
right?
grades.
Yes. So,
They're bending
anyway, we need to follow the algebraic rules for moving things to each side of the equal sign, and then we'll go from there. So, first step, just like the top of the page, we have noted that the easiest way to solve fractional equations, like this one, is to eliminate the denominator as the first step. So we're eliminating the denominator. How do you eliminate the denominator?
Multiply by 8.
We multiply the entire equation by
X.
Be very general here. In all equations, you multiply the entire
Denominator.
by what?
Common
Common denominator. Yes, least common denominator preferred. So, and if you remember right, what I did is I'd say, okay, I have an x here. What am I missing that I have over here?
A.
An a. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Okay? That gets rid of your denominators. So I have,
A squared over X.
okay.
That's wrong.
Sheesh, what am I doing?
But
Isn't
just
it where
times
you
the
put
whole
the
top
parentheses around and
AX.
multiply it by
Yeah, that's what I
AX?
thought.
And then you leave the denominator, multiply the numerator?
Okay. At this point, we have a squared plus mx equals c ax. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I don't want to make it more difficult. I was thinking that doing it this way would make it easier, and it's not. Because it's something you already know how to do. Okay. So what was this? M over A?
Yeah.
All right. So common denominator is what? AX. Okay? When you've got letters in the denominator, you find as your common denominator, you just stick all the letters together, and that ends up being your common denominator. So at this point, I'm going to multiply the entire thing by AX. Okay? So I have AXA over X plus AXM over A equals CAX. Then I can cancel, and I get A squared plus XM equals CAX. Okay. Maybe that is the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
It was like the same thing.
I know.
It's like half a step less.
Yeah. All right.
And we're not any closer to isolating X.
Yeah, we are, because we don't have any fractions. Okay, so the next step is that we want to get all of our x's on one side by themselves, and or all the x's on one side, everything else on the other. But we can't split things up yet, so we have to take everything that has an x in it and move it to one side of the equal sign. I prefer the left-hand side of the equal sign, but that's just me. So we're going to move everything that all terms that have x's to the same side, and all terms without x's to the other side.
Oh, you flip it all.
The xm stayed there. I move this over to the other side, and I move this over to that side. Okay? Kendra?
Why not just move the XM over?
Because I like things on the
We
left
prefer it
side.
on the left side.
We just went over it.
Yeah, we just went over that.
When?
Just a minute ago, I said I like things on the left side.
Oh,
You can do it whatever way you want, Kendra. I don't
okay.
care.
I like the
But
left side.
I just like left side.
Left side's better.
All right. Next step. When you get everything moved to where you want it, you got rid of the denominators. Anybody want to take a gander at the next step?
No.
It's what? Yes. The factor word. What we're going to do is we're going to pull the x out because it occurs in both of those terms. So if we factor an x out, what do I have left?
F minus CA.
Why did that do me any good?
Because you can move.
It
the
simplifies
M,
it because I can do what now?
Move the M
You can
minus
divide it
CA.
by what's in parentheses.
Yeah. And now I have x equal to negative a squared over m minus ca. Can I do anything with that? You better not.
Whoa, I have like a different answer, but I think it's the same thing.
No, it's not, Sean.
She put it on the other side.
Well, I mean, I have a squared over ac minus m.
Yes, that's the same thing. Yeah. You could also have
And it's still going
It's on
you
the
can
opposite side.
factor out that negative sign.
So I'm gonna make the top negative a squared and the bottom negative.
So if you move the x to the other side, you're going to probably get this answer. But yes, they are the same.
So it doesn't matter if it's negative or positive.
No, this does not matter if it's negative or positive, only if you switch the signs here too, because this was negative, now it's positive, this was positive, now it's negative. So just kind of took that negative here and multiplied it all the way through, and it canceled out. Okay, so let's try one more. Since, let's do one like 6 over p minus ax equals m over y plus k. Okay. Yes?
Would you like to hear potassium, Jim?
No, I wouldn't, but anyway, I gotta hurry through this. What's my common denominator? What is it? PY. Okay, let's solve for P. Guys, solve for P. Multiply the entire thing by my common denominator. So I have 6py over p minus axpy equals pym over y plus kpy. Okay, my y's cancel here, my p's cancel here, and I'm left with 6y minus axpy equals pm plus kpy. Again, I'm looking for p, so I'm going to move all of my p's together. I'm going to move this axpy to the right hand side because this is a plus or a minus, so I'm going to add it to both sides. Just makes life a little bit easier. So we end up with 6y. I'm going to move this one to the other side in one fell swoop. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm not moving that one to the other side. It's staying where it's at. Sorry. That'll stay there. Alright, so 6y equals axpy plus pm plus kpy. Now what? Going to factor a p out.
Ladies volleyball, who do you have a game with tomorrow?
Okay, once we're there, what do we do?
You divide by axy plus.
You're going to take this whole thing and put it under here
And then
and be done. And that's it.
you can't cancel the y.